Hi everybody, how y'all doing, and welcome back to my channel. I am here to unbox the MSI B75MA-P45 motherboard. Now I brought this to use off Newegg. The seller was very workable and I love it. Alright, let's get into this unboxing. Now I mentioned that it was used, so y'all just keep that in mind and why I chose this motherboard. Okay, one thing about, even though it is used, and you see why I like this seller a lot, because I have purchased from him before. The seller is DODO DIY electronics, and you cannot go wrong with this product. Alrighty, as you see, the motherboard is clean to be used. It is very clean, like it's brand spanking new. Alright, that's one reason why I love this seller here, because he takes good care of the parts before selling it and putting it back on the retail market. Okay, we have here your LGA socket 1155 CPU support, 2nd gen and 3rd gen CPU from the Xeon Celeron Pentium i3, i5, and i7 CPUs. Your low VRMs, so you don't have to worry about overclocking the motherboard and blowing out stuff. Now, if you want to overclock the CPU, you could go ahead on and do that there with the simple overclocking BIOS software that's located in the BIOS to go ahead on and maximize the boost performance of the CPU. Here you have your chipset B75. You have your CR2032 battery. You have your front panel headers, your USB 3.0 header, your USB 2.0 headers, your printer header, your HD audio front panel headers. Here also you have your TPM header, which is supports TPM 1.0, as well as your COM header. Memory, it supports DDR3 memory dual channel, speed 1066 megahertz, 1333 megahertz, as well as 1600 megahertz. Max support 32 gigabyte of RAM. You have your 24-pin power connect. You have your 4-pin CPU connect. You have your PCIe 3.0 Gen 2. Your PCIe X1 2.0. Your PCIe X16 3.0. And your PCI slot. On the side here, you have your SATA 3. We have one SATA 3 port, and you have 5 SATA 2 ports. So that gives you a total of 6 SATA ports on the motherboard. The back. You have your mouse and keyboard connection. You have 4 SATA 2 USB ports. You have 4 2.0 USB ports, and you have 2 USB 3.0. You have your DVI, you have your VGA, you have your Ethernet 10, 100, 1000, you have your audio. Now on the VGA mode, shared memory is 1760 gigabytes, so you're pretty much good with that. Other than that, she's a nice, good looking motherboard. Why I chose this motherboard, after cleaning my ASUS motherboard I lost 2 of my RAM slots. So the ASUS motherboard only supports 16 gigabytes now. I lost 2 of my supports, and this is one reason why I went back to Newegg. And this seller here, you can find this seller on AliExpress as well. And all AliExpress parts that I have brought so far overseas are workable on the used motherboard market. But other than that, she's good to go. Thank y'all for watching this unboxing of the MSI B75MA-P45 motherboard. Before I close it out, the operating systems for this motherboard is Windows XP up to Windows 8.1, 64-bit and 32-bit, and it's a micro ATX motherboard. Now, I know some of y'all gamers love ATXs, y'all want to fill up the cases, but for us, you got big hands, you don't have to really too much fill up the case. It's just that, you know, you want enough room to work with as you put more parts in and you can take more components out. Alrighty, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, everybody, this is the moment of truth. Now, what I'm going to do is start installing everything in. My 32 gigabyte 1600 megahertz memory, the i7 3700 CPU, and I already installed the battery, so that's out the way. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm excited what she posts. We're finna find out right now. That's a good sign when you get them all clicking in together. That's a good sign. Now y'all know I already saw a presentation I ran ahead on and added the blue heat sinks on it. Baby looks so nice. My color is blue anyway, so okay. Okay, my notches. CPU in. Lock into place. So she's in place. Got my bracket for my Thermaltake solid contact 12, which it should be in place. Yep. Get those secured. Let me go get those little pegs to put in to the monitor, because we're gonna do the moment of truth. Go ahead and plug in my 24 hours. Now, as you know, I'm using my old Coolmax power supply, 500 watt. I had bought this power supply way back in 2010, 2011. Like I said, if you're not overclocking your parts, don't worry about it. If you overclock your motherboard and you're using this power supply, then you're going to go ahead and take out your motherboard, like a lot of people did. Plug it in. Okay, got the VGA in. Okay. Hold on. Okay, sorry for the wait, everybody. I had to go ahead and refer to my manual to my front panel connect that, and I found it. Okay, moment of truth. Here we go. Turn it on. And there she goes. She posted. She posted. Intel i37 CPU, speed 33.4 gigahertz, DRAM frequency 16 gigahertz at 32.768 megabyte. USB drives, I have not hooked none of that up yet, but she posted, she's ready to go. Alrighty, thank y'all for watching this quick video. Now the setup. Well, I'll go ahead and install her back into the case. Thank y'all for watching, and stand by for the assembly of the motherboard. She posted. Isn't that wonderful? And that's one thing I love about MSI motherboards, is that you don't get no issues with them. Some of y'all may have problems with them. Some of y'all may not have problems with them. But when I go ahead and get my parts overseas and they are very clean, I have no issues with that. Okay, so like I said, next up is the assemble. And she's ready to go. It shouldn't take that long for me to put it in, but I'm happy. She posted, she's ready to go. Now I just got to go ahead and put my GPU in there, and she's good to go. All right. All right, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to my channel. I did the moment of truth, the posting. She posted. So now all I have to do is put it back in the case, do the cable management off camera, and put Windows 8.1 64-bit up there, Pro, and I'll be up and running. All good she goes. So only thing I did is I'm replacing the GPU, which is the Hewlett Packard GTX 1060 3GB. Your basic entry level gaming card and GPU here. So yeah, like I said, I only play video games. I do play video games, but I only play my puzzles and a little bit of here games and a little bit of that games that came down in 2009 to 2013. That's the era of my game frame, and I am set at and playing my video games. But other than that, I can't wait to get her back up and running. She's clean. I explained the reason why I moved the Asus motherboard out, the ATX motherboard, because after I got through cleaning her, only 2 RAM slots was working. So it went from 4 sticks of memory, which is up to 32 gigabyte, took down 16 gigabyte on the Asus motherboard there. So, and with this seller here, I had got the motherboard from Newegg. It's used, but DODO DIY retail store don't send anything out without fully testing it multiple times. The seller I got the Asus motherboard off eBay was a gamer, and I guess as that he fixed it where it could go ahead on there and bypass to go ahead on and get the 32 gigabyte fully read. So, but after I got to clean it, the Asus motherboard shot. So if I do still use it, it's only 16 gigabytes of RAM. But what made me mad was I had 2 16 gigabytes sitting on my desk crying to do something. So I have done it. Enough talking. Let's get this baby back in and let's do this. All right, everybody, she is done. Look at her. She is looking nice. She's looking clean. All I have to do now is just go ahead and do the cable management. Go ahead and pay attention to my tie down points, get those routed in the right direction, and I can't wait to go ahead and get up and running on Windows 8.1 Pro. After a little hiccup with the ASUS motherboard, I'm very disappointed with that because I fell in love with that motherboard with that nice blue and silver look. But other than that, this motherboard by MSI, yeah, she's the truth. And what I'm going to be doing here for now, if I'm going to be doing buying refurbished parts, I'm just going to mostly stick to MSI because I don't have no issues with MSI, no ASRock. So those motherboards don't let me down. So, but and modern belts and stuff, I will be using all four of them. That makes sense budget wise to I mean new hardware. That makes sense budget wise for newcomers who wants to build them a nice good gaming system. So they can go ahead and play their nice comfortable games on in the comfort of their home, or go ahead on and do a collaboration with everybody in certain games that they like to go ahead and play, like Warzone, Fortnite, Apex Legend, etc. So other than that, she's nice. My entry level gaming rig is back up and running, and I can't wait. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you the next one. Peace.